actually not too boring a paper. You know, it's a lot about yourself,
Right.
so it's pretty easy to write in that sense.
Okay. Shit. How many pages you got to write?
Oh, I'm at 4 out of 5, so we're doing pretty well.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yep.
That would not be me. I'd be writing that paper in a night. I would. I just save that shit to the last thing. All
Yeah,
right.
well, I've made that mistake many times, so you know.
When you get an education, I hear you can't really do that anymore.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that do, of course.
That's facts. Yeah, no, that's what they say about college all the time too. All right.
I know.
So you pulled up on the Discord stream right now?
Yep.
Sick. All right. So we got Fox or yeah, Falco Falcon Battlefield. This was a 3 game set. I won 2, he won 1, and I believe we went to Battlefield, FD, and then Pokemon. So I'll start it off right
Yep.
now.
Okay, first of all, this is bad on the Falco for striking the battlefield, because against Falcon, you just strike. Actually, now it's different because FD is not a starter.
Yeah, it's not starter
But
anymore.
I guess I would strike Battlefield and either Dreamland or Pokemon. I'm not really too sure about the nuances of that, but
Right.
Battlefield is definitely my first strike, so I'm not sure why they went Battlefield. Maybe it's just comfortable there, but anyway. This is your analysis right now, so.
All right. I think I was like fine with the Battlefield choose. Usually, I just assume that we're probably either gonna go like Battlefield or Yoshi's,
Right.
because Falco usually strikes FOD. If they don't, I will, and then they also usually strike Dreamland or Pokemon.
I
So
would never strike FOD against Falcon.
yeah,
So,
no FOD I feel like is a good spacey stage right now. I don't think it's like necessarily even like unwinnable or like not in Falcon's favor. It's just like I need
mm,
to learn how to play on it more.
mm.
All right.
Anyway,
So he immediately starts by dropping the dare. Laser, laser, dare in. Okay, so laser, laser, dare. I get the gram.
all right, so I'm just gonna let you do some analysis so that I can see how you analyze, because like
Yeah,
that's what we're here to
definitely.
learn, not just like about Falco, but also about like how to do analysis. So I'll just
Right.
let you go for like a stock or two, and then we can rewind and I'll,
Okay.
or maybe even the whole game, but then we can rewind and I'll tell you what I think.
All right. Okay. So hold on, let me rewind that again. All right. So I could have absolutely edge guarded this. I may not have had like the intuition that he's gonna do it, but I feel like even on reaction, I can throw out an up air right there. So I kind of, alright, so right here I just try to get out of the corner, and that avoids his back air, which I think is fine. Do I wait for that? Alright. Alright, that was definitely a misinput. I don't know why I try that. Yeah, I think that was supposed to be some sort of Naren. Alright, he waits for shield drop. So I want to take note of that. I want to take note that he waited for shield drop right there. Oh, what is happening? Because I feel like if I recognize that early, I can try to play around that.
I see.
Find some sort of other way off plat. Alright. So last time... So this is something I think I want to watch on to more. Last time he started his lasers from half stage away. And this time he tries it again and I get him with a nair.
Mm.
Alright, tech chase. Kind of fraudulent. Yeah, I missed that. That was good. So right there, he also knew I was going to try to shield drop again. Because he caught it the first time. Alright, I read his roll in. What did I hit that from, though? Okay, so it was basically a tech situation from the up air. So he's up tilting when I'm in the air, coming down at him at a full hop. Alright, so he does the same thing, where he'll do laser, laser, laser in. So he always tries to do at least 2 or 3. Was that another shield drop? No, okay.
I'm just gonna let you do this game, and then we can talk.
Yeah, you're good, brother. I actually appreciate that. Alright, so he does another laser in, so I think it's pretty safe to say... Okay, no, he just does 1 laser in. And then he started that at like half distance. Is he gonna laser again? Yeah. So what happens here? Why can't either of us take stage? So I go up to plat. I don't think I should be doing that. Especially knowing that he's probably not gonna fire any too many lasers. Tech chase. I miss the up air, alright. Okay, so I roll out of there and I roll into the corner. I don't really want to be doing that. Miraculous that that up air worked. I thought that was going to miss when I was playing. Okay. So I punished the side B doing that. That's what I wanted to know. Alright, Nair down tilt.
I can hear your stream. I mean, I can hear your Discord stream, and I'm loving the KK slider.
Thank you. Yeah, no, this guy's name is it's Insaneintherain. He does
Oh,
really
yeah, I know
good.
that guy.
Yeah, okay. This is what this is.
I know it's Pokemon covers.
Right. He does some good shit. Yeah, so I get up attack right there, and I shouldn't be doing that anymore. I was re-rolling. Okay.
All
so...
Right. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Why did you win that game?
Why did I win that game?
Yeah.
I I don't really know. Like it feels more even than I think is like one-sided. I guess
Okay.
I just win it because my kill openings were probably way more clean. His kill openings
You
felt
mean
like
your punish game?
yeah, I guess my punish game was probably more clean than his at the time.
Okay.
I felt like I also won that because I felt like I played fine against his lasers. Like they didn't trip me up as much as like I think he was expecting them to.
Okay. What did you do against his lasers?
I either shielded them or I went to platform, so he just fired them under me.
Okay. So if you're saying you out punished him,
Yeah.
and maybe out edge guarded him, how did you
Yeah.
get those openings?
How did I get those openings? Off of probably like grabs and then like reads with hard hits.
Okay. How did you get the grabs? How did you get the hard hits?
Do you mind if I go back in the VOD?
We'll get to that, but
Okay.
can you answer it right now without going back?
I don't think I can.
All right, then that means that you're not looking at the right things in analysis.
Ah, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because I'm not looking at my openings. I'm not looking at why things worked and like why things didn't. I'm just looking at essentially like the after effects of like my choices, which is kind of like useless in a way. It's not useless, but it's not what I need to be looking for. Okay.
So now we're going to go back to the beginning.
Okay.
And we are going to, you're going to try to identify for me the important situations here.
Okay.
Because I think that when you were going through it, you would rewind at certain parts, but I don't think you were rewinding at the crucial points. And so the parts that you were focusing your attention on in the VOD you're not going to get as much out of it as if you focused on the more important, like we were talking about, the common situations.
Yeah.
So let's go through this game again, and you can try to identify the common situations, the ones that were most important, why you got hit, how you hit him.
Okay. So I nair out a shield right there. And then I nair again. Alright, so that grab. So I essentially just punished the lag of his down smash. And then that was just lucky. Yeah, no, that was super misinput. But it worked out for me in the end.
Space around the shine, sure.
Okay. So right there, he's trying to laser in, and I like catch him with an up air.
Okay.
Because I realize he's gonna need to do something to get out of the corner.
Okay.
I don't think I realized that at the time of the set, but now I do.
So now let's label this interaction.
Okay.
So what is the situation? How would you label the situation there where he lasered and you up aired?
The first thing that comes to mind is that he was a half stage away, and that he was in the corner.
Okay.
Those are the two biggest ones in my mind.
Right. So I agree, but also it's important to notice that let's go back to where it was. You had just switched positions, right?
Yeah.
So it's important to notice not just the situation that's happening now, but what happened right before that. Because sometimes players, like, if he's in the corner and you have stage, then this can be a completely different situation than if he's in the corner and you have stage, but he just got out of a combo, for example, because then he's maybe more tempted to throw something out faster or maybe go back to ledge. It influences their decision making, right? Right. So now we're keeping in mind that he's in the corner, he lasered, and you uppered. Great.
Right.
And this is like a corner situation.
Okay.
So now we can use this information. If this happens again, what would you do, you think, in this situation if this came up again?
I would try to do the same thing.
Exactly. Right.
Okay.
Perfect. So now let's move on.
Why? Oh, that's because I'm in the document. There we go. And do I kill him? Yeah, I kill him off like that. Hold on. Was I reacting to that? No, I absolutely wasn't. Yeah, that was definitely a read. Okay. Okay.
Oh, misinput.
Yeah, misinput. I don't think there's too much need to go back, but I got out of that for like a second. Okay, so he catches me on the shield drop. He drops C-plat and then catches me with that shield drop. So I think that's important. I think that's important to watch too. Is like, what is he doing when he's underneath me?
Sure. Definitely. But then again, that's when he's underneath you there. That was out of a combo, so you're pressured.
Okay.
As opposed to being more in maybe a neutral situation where he approaches with a laser and then he's underneath you, but you still have all your movement options, for example.
Okay. Got you. So this nair works.
Okay.
So this feels like a read that I was like, I think he's just gonna laser right here, right?
Okay. And like, what is that read based on?
I guess that like keeping like knowing Falco, he probably wants to keep me in the corner.
Okay.
So he's gonna laser me because it's probably the safest way to do it. But since
But
I
a
know,
read is normally not based on character knowledge. It's normally based on info that happened in the match. So if it's a read, then why did you do it?
honestly, I think just from info from like playing other Falcos,
Oh, okay, okay.
like, because I like going through my head in that set, I remember thinking like I can catch him from pretty long distances, even if he like tries to laser like this.
Okay.
So that works. I get a grab.
Do you want me to tell you what I think about that situation?
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah, we'll let the video play. And so now we're both resetting here. So
Okay.
now it's almost neutral. It's almost, right?
Right.
It's like you both, maybe you have a few more frames. It seems like you got to the ground faster than him.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also like a little in the corner. So it's not perfectly, but it's almost there. And the last time this happened, where it like basically barely reset, he did a laser. Remember, he was in the corner?
Yeah.
And you hit him. So just based on that info alone, like I think this is a pretty well-informed Nair, because he'll probably establish a laser to establish control, because Falcon is just really fast.
Right.
So if he feels the need in the corner to shoot a laser to gain that framing advantage and speed advantage on Falcon, then he'll probably do the same thing when he's not in the corner. So that is why I think this is a very well-informed Nair.
Okay.
And why I thought it was a good play. And even if it didn't work out, it was probably a pretty good decision, just based on the fact that we've only really had 1 or 2 neutral interactions here. Yeah.
Okay.
Does that all make sense?
So it kind of, how do you like know for sure? Because even though like these roles are like switched, because like if these roles were switched, I would not try to do the same thing that like I tried to do to get out of the corner, right? Or maybe I would, because both times I just aerialed in.
Right.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that then. They're just different aerials.
Okay, tech chase, you missed this one.
Yeah.
Forward smash.
And then he
Oh, no,
rolls.
that's not here. Okay, that was a really bad wave line on the top platform by him. That's a shine wave line down.
Okay, so this time he catches my shield drop again. So it's at the same point where I'm like half out of disadvantage. Like I have like control of my character again, but I'm losing options. Okay.
So go back to that where you're shielding on the platform. What do you think you should have done here?
I think I should have. I think I should have jumped up the top plat.
Okay, why?
It helps me get into a position. Well, first off, I'm not in a position where I'm being forced to shield, and it feels like a much more of like a reset of neutral, because then I could just try to see where he's like trying to catch me and go the opposite way.
Right, we did cover that last time.
Right. Okay.
And I just think you just slightly mistimed your bear here. But your idea here was pretty good, because what did he do last time you were in the situation?
He up tilted.
Right. So you just waited for the up tilt and then did that. If you want to be a little safer here, now you know what can you do.
Just go to top plat.
Right, exactly. So how is this analysis so far different from the analysis that you were doing?
At that analysis, I feel like I was like super hyper focusing on like the lasers that he was shooting, but like I don't think that necessarily like matters too much. It's morely where he's doing the lasers rather than like the patterns he's trying to do. Because we've already established that like both half stage away, in the corner and out of corner, he's trying to fire those lasers, right? And I didn't really notice that. And I'd also say towards the end of it, I didn't really know what to watch for, because I felt like I just like got all the information, not necessarily that I needed, but like that I could pull. Even though I kind of knew that was wrong subconsciously, I just didn't really know what else to watch.
That's interesting that you felt that way, because then I asked you, how did you win the match, and you weren't entirely sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Okay.
So let's keep going. Let's keep going. ability. He misses
Yeah.
his movement, and then you just kill him. Okay, good. Text in.
All right. So he saw I was running away from Plat, and he threw out that dare.
Do you think you could have avoided this?
Absolutely.
What should you have done?
I think when I saw him jump off Plat, I should have just started dashing the other way.
Do you think you could have known he was going to jump off the platform?
I don't really know.
Mm-hmm. That is interesting to me. Okay, now let's go back to press 0 and watch what happens.
Like that?
Yep.
Oh, he just jumps off and dares immediately.
Yep.
How do that's like how do you like remember stuff like that? Because like that is like that entire first interaction is like a non sequitur to me. Like it like in my mind that has nothing to do with it.
Okay, so this is based on the categories that I have for interactions and for like situations, right?
Right.
So this situation it's kind of a weird one because it's the start of the game and you never really have two players on the start of on the platforms like that, so neutral.
Okay.
So you can use this info in a few ways. One, you could say, okay, this is kind of neutral, so let's see how it evolves. Are people going to wait? Are people going to go in?
Mm-hmm.
You could just take what he does empirically, like we saw him jump off with a dare.
Yeah.
And so now I know that if he's on the platform, that he will probably want to jump off with a dare, and that he will probably want to interact right away. So I use that info for that interaction to inform my decision there.
Okay. I think I get it. Because we were essentially at the same place, right?
It kind of, but not really. But like that's the only info I had on him for his platform decision making.
Right. Okay. So you're like in a way taking a gamble for that.
I would call it an informed gamble or an informed guess, like an educated guess, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Because we really don't have much info on him when he's on the platform.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, cause like that's like something I look for on like Sheik. Like, what are they doing off of platform?
Okay.
Like are they like trying to run off fair?
Mm-hmm.
Are they trying to just drop through bear? You know, stuff like that. Are they trying to like charge needles, throw needles? So I guess I like that's like a way I could transfer that to this matchup. Because honestly, like the way that they get off platform isn't really different in my mind. They either try to jump off, fire lasers, because that's how Falcos will get off top plat, or they try to jump off with an aerial or a little shield drop bear. So I guess that's like pretty similar in that way. So I could like relate those.
Right, and it becomes a lot easier to adapt in future situations when you have labels for previous situations. So I assume that when Sheik is on platform, you use that info to your advantage because you're looking specifically for that spot. You're looking, oh, she's on a platform. Let's see what she does. Let's use that info for future decision making.
Right.
But you can apply that to every character.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they're gonna get off platform either way. The outcome's the same. They're gonna get off platform, and like every character, quote unquote, has the same options for it. At least the high tiers do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like Falcon is gonna either have to drop with an aerial or like drop with nothing. Same thing with like Fox, because like his projectiles are gonna have to do like aren't really gonna do anything to stop anyone.
No, but his hitboxes are pretty good.
His hitboxes will. Same thing with Falcon, but yeah. So I absolutely see where you got that then. Fuck. Are we ahead of where we were? Or are we behind it? Okay, I think we were ahead. Hold on, let me go back to... Where are we? Okay, here we go.
Okay, so he hits you.
Alright, so how did I get this Nair? He's jumping in with laser. Oh my god, what happened?
It was actually pretty pro what you did.
Yeah, but like, why did I do it? Because like,
Ah, now you're asking the right question.
right? Like, I don't know where that information would have come from. Because like, I don't think I snuffed out any other of his lasers like that.
No, but that was an approach.
Okay. So what do you? Okay, so what do you mean by like that was just an approach? Right.
So there's different layers to every interaction.
Okay.
So you could label this interaction as him approaching you. You could label this interaction as him approaching you right after you've gotten out of pressure. Um, you could label it as like a mid-range interaction.
Okay.
And so we use all of this info to guide our decision making, right?
Right.
So what does he normally like to approach with?
So far, it's been lasers, and then when he gets close to me, he'll like nair.
Right.
That's
so,
what I picked
so
up
lots
so
of
far.
nair.
Yeah. Excuse me.
So your nair works pretty well against his nair because your leg is longer than his.
Okay.
So that's why I think it's a pretty good nair, like without knowing what he did here, which was the laser. And actually, I think his laser was probably fine. Maybe I would laser in place first, but anyway, we're here to talk about Falcon. Yeah, so you just get beat up. So you just jump over it because your nair happens to go over his low laser. And I don't really like to low laser against Falcon that much anyway because he has to jump to do everything.
Yeah.
So I normally like to do mid or high laser. So actually, maybe that's something the Falco could have done better is do mid or a high laser there.
Okay.
And then maybe you wouldn't be able to stuff his laser there. But I think anyway, back to the main point is that your nair does pretty well against his nair, which is what he approaches with a lot.
Okay.
And we've seen that he's like very he likes to keep the tempo up, right?
Yeah.
So that's just a whole personality of his Falco that you can use to also inform your decision making.
Okay. Okay. Got you. Hold on. I like blinked out right there. So that was essentially the same kind of approach, except for he just didn't really come with an air. He came with down tilt, and I tried to roll out.
I see his idea. He's trying to space on shield. Although down tilt doesn't work super well for that.
Okay, so he nairs, and I guess my predicted spot, and then I back air him for it. So I back aired him out of shields, and then I try to follow it up with a stomp. Okay, so right there, I remembered right here that he rolled in, so I was like, next time I see this, right here, I'm just gonna grab him. I'm very happy that I did that mid-match.
You could have hit him on the first roll in.
Right.
Because that is his favorite tech option. So I've seen that in previous interactions in this game. So I think you could have hit that.
Yeah, I could have recognized that earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's good for you that you're already like using info to update what you're doing.
Right there, it like switches. Okay, this has nothing to do. Right here, it like switches quality, and I don't know why it does that. Just right there, when he dashes out a corner. Also, how did I die?
Yeah, now you're asking the good questions. How did I die? How did I hit him?
Let me write those questions down, because I feel like tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm not gonna remember any of these, just because I have to like study them.
I just wrote the same thing twice.
Oh, did I? Oh no, dude. Here we go. And there's one more.
Why did I get the hit? Nice.
I don't want to write down what interactions were similar because I feel like that's so like broad for me to look at, right? I want to try to like
Mhm.
narrow it down, and I don't want to
Why is
just
that broad?
because I feel like then I'm just looking at like everything and then like losing track of like what was similar in the first place.
Hmm.
Because
Okay.
like if I'm watching every interaction, it could be also like a form of what's that called? Like when you really want something to line up, it like will
Manifestation.
manifestation. It's like something bias, right?
Oh, confirmation bias.
Confirmation bias. Yeah, I don't want to get like confirmation bias by like looking at something and be like, oh, that's it, right? And then in the end, it really wasn't.
Hmm.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna think on that for a second, but I do want to like try to find out how to write that. Okay, so this time he back airs in instead of. No, he doesn't. Hold on. He lasers in and then he dares. He probably realizes that the nair lost to my nair last time we were in this. Then he back airs and then up tilts. So I'm assuming that he up tilted just because he was facing behind me, and I shielded his bear.
I have another question for you.
What's up?
What do you do when he is pressuring you?
I shield.
What do you do out of shield?
I usually aerial out of shield.
What aerial?
Bear or like stomp. I think I've only
That's
naired.
interesting that you say that because you've been doing a lot of nair.
Really? I thought I only did that nair once. I guess I'm not looking at the right things.
Look at these past three. Like rewind like 10, 15 seconds.
So I rolled right there.
You roll and then you do nair out of the pressure there.
Oh yeah. Okay, I naired
Nair?
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I roll again. I could have just need that instead of grabbing if I really knew that.
Yeah, if you know, just do the biggest punish. That's
Yeah.
good.
No, definitely.
What'd you do there?
I stomped, and then then I nared.
Now I'm gonna ask you another question.
What's that?
Which way are you drifting?
With the stomp, I drift back, but the nair, I drift forward, and I'm gonna assume that I drift forward with most of my nairs.
Okay, let's go back and watch them then.
No, I don't. I do them in place. What the fuck am I talking about? Yeah, I
That's
just
so.
no, because
Isn't
I
that
drifted
funny how
back
you
right
can
there.
like watch it and then just be totally wrong about like how you remember?
Right? Yeah. It's like, well, I saw that one nair and I drifted in right there, and I just assumed that like, okay, yeah. So I'm doing it in place or like a tiny bit back. I feel like.
Okay, so how could you mix it up a little better then?
Add more drift to it.
Uh, add more drift which way?
Add more drift forward.
Right. Because actually, the one there you did drifting forward, you hit him. That was when you jumped over his laser.
Right, right.
But when you retreat, see, now you're landing like just now. When you do this approaching there, and you land, watch where you land. See, if you land right there, then what happens?
So I landed right there, and then I shielded, and then I know I rolled back.
Right. So you were. Why did you shield?
I shielded because it didn't hit him.
Right. But if you had landed further away, do you think you would have to shield?
No. I could be prepared for like his next approach.
Okay. And if you drifted more in with your nair, do you think you would have to shield?
No, because I'd probably hit him.
Right. So I think versus Falco, you're actually a little tiny bit scared of Falco.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think you hold back a little.
Right.
So let's. I want to actually watch this nair again. I want to see what the Falco does.
You got it.
That's pretty good pressure.
This
That's pretty interesting because he hasn't really waited that long before doing the laser.
Hold on, wait. Sorry, wait. I like lost track of like where we were. Give me like 1 sec. Okay, so that was the Nair. So he dashes back and then he dashes in with a Nair.
Yeah, I see. Actually, no, he has done dash back, dash in there. And then he dashes back again into the laser. Okay.
Then I grabbed him. How did I get that grab? Okay, so I just shielded his bear, and then he didn't get the up tilt out in time. Because I'm assuming that bear was just too high. Then I don't think this roll was intentional that I did. I think this is supposed to be a shield pivot. Okay, so he back airs again, and I feel I could have grabbed this. And I roll.
Yeah.
Hold on, I don't like
You really
anything.
should do fade and bear, honestly.
Fade and bear? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad. It just gets shield grabbed.
I've seen this Nair bear there. Down tilt. Nair down tilt before. Oh my god. More like
Now you're noticing stuff.
not necessarily like the Nair, but like the down tilt on shield when it's that far away. And I think he knows I can't really get anything out of that.
I think there's better things you can do there, but it worked for him.
Yeah, because that's definitely not the first time it worked.
Why'd you lose that stock?
Up till...
Can you tell me without rewinding?
It might be a little bit too late for that, but...
Okay, so now you know you gotta always consider the question.
That's
right?
true. That's true. Right. Okay.
So let's watch the stock again. Let's see why you lost it.
Yeah, because I... So I get up tilted after I go in with what? I try to up air him. So it looks like he either reads or reacts to my get up attack. He just jumps over it and then tries to up. I got up and shield and then he up tilts, and I don't know. Did I drop this or did I try to jump out?
He's trying to jump.
I tried to grab. Okay.
Wow.
I wonder why I did that. Okay.
Well, last time he did that bear, so maybe it's from that.
Maybe. Okay.
But also he
down.
when he's coming down from high, and you were in a pressure situation. Remember when you were on the platform, and he fell through the platform? What did he do?
He dropped down with a dare.
Actually, that was a long time ago. Sorry, I'm referencing a very specific interaction. But he actually fell through the platform after he like dropped his combo, and then he up tilted you, and he shield dropped into his up tilt. Do you remember that?
Right. Yeah, that was like at the beginning, right?
So this is like another example where it's a pressure situation, and he's coming down from high, and he's trying to drop the combo, and he just doesn't up tilt again. So the situations can look very different, but decision making can, and like that can seem kind of weird that he applied the same decision making to, or the same tool, I guess, to these two like different situations. Because the first one you're on the platform, and the second one you were on the ground. But if you can find those connections between them, then that is where you'll really start beating people for doing the same like bad habit, or not necessarily it's a bad habit, it's just a habit, but in like slightly different situations.
Right. I'm just writing down. I think I found out how to look for the similarities. It's not necessarily look for the similarities upright. I think it's look for the similarities between the three. Or like things that are happening multiple times within these three. Because I have like, why did I get hit? Why did I get the hit? And then why did I die? Right?
Perfect.
And then like in the end, it's not look for the similarities, as in these three things are already excluded. It's morely these three in general, because like these three are all that's happening, like all that happens in like a melee match, right?
Essentially,
Like these are like the three things, like the three big things. A lot more.
you only really
happens,
need the first two. Why did I get hit? Why did I get the hit? That's pretty much all you need.
Yeah, no, yeah, because like why did I die is essentially just why did I get hit.
But why did I die is more like, why did I lose that stock? What was wrong with the entire stock?
Yeah, well, I actually don't know what you mean by that.
So why did I get hit is one interaction. Why did I die? Why did I that's like the whole stock. All the interactions that sum up in the stock.
Okay.
So if after every stock you can say, this is why I lost that entire stock, then if you can do that in a game and adapt between stocks, that will get you so far. Because people at our-ish level really adapt between games more than they adapt like within the game. So if you can, after every time you lose a life, say, why did I lose that life? And adapt from it, that is huge.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. Got you. I might. Okay. At the end of the session, I think I want to talk about that in particular again. The why did I die?
Sure.
But I think I understand what you're talking about. Okay, hold on. I just like blacked out again. All right. Okay, so I run off and I try to up air shield, but it's super bad, and I get shined out of shield for it. So why did I throw this knee out? Why did I do that? So I think I threw this knee out because I was being a dumbass. I think Nair would have been way better because he's landing from top plat, right?
Okay.
I could have gotten up tilted right there. Because knee is super fucking slow. But if I would have naired, I could have covered way more ground and it probably would have been way faster and I wouldn't have to risk getting up tilted. Or I could literally just wait. I could just wait to see what he does after that. Because he didn't even land with an aerial.
Yeah, he didn't. But I like that you're thinking about move choice, but why did you decide to move forward at all?
I think I saw... At that point in time, I think I saw a Falco in center stage, and each other time when Falco's in center stage, I won the interaction, and I wasn't necessarily thinking about what happened during that interaction. It was morally just the spacing of the interaction, right? Because both of them are half distance away, and both times I aerial in.
Why do you call center stage top platform?
What I call center stage top plat?
Yeah, because he was on the top plat, like when you decided to.
Yeah, knee in
go
like that. I think it's morely probably a misunderstanding, honestly.
Because like, how do you feel when you're on the top platform versus when you're in the center of the stage on the ground?
I don't like being on the top plat. I want to find my way back to like center stage as fast as I can.
Right. So center stage is not top platform. Center stage is only on the ground when you're in the center. Okay. So the last time he was on the top platform, he dropped immediately. And so this is why I think it was a pretty good approach from you. But it was like, you're right, it was a weird move choice to do that knee. Maybe you should have done like up air or even nair or something. Yeah.
I think nair up air probably would have been my best choices right there.
Yeah.
And then that just trades. I don't know what info to take out of like trades.
Well, what was the situation?
It was right at that knee. I roll out and then... Actually, let's start at the dare. So he lands with a dare. I up aired and then I just immediately try to back air him because I now recognize that he's behind me. And I think it's because... I think I threw that that dare out because I realized that he's going to be in lag from that dare. I mean, I threw up my bear because he dared, and I knew he was going to be in lag because of that. So I wanted to get a hitbox out to punish it, but I wasn't quick enough.
So I like that you're doing narration because you have to know. This sounds kind of stupid, but you have to know what's going on.
Right.
Like, remember when you said like, which way? Or I asked you like, which way were you drifting with the nair? And you said forward, but you're doing it in place.
Yeah.
So like, you just have to know what's going on. So it's good that you're doing narration. But when I say, how would you describe the situation? I mean, like, how would you label the situation? Like, cornered is a situation, or corner pressure, or side plat. That's another situation. So how would you label this situation where you trade?
I want to say this is not pure neutral, but this is like center stage neutral. We're right next to each other, and he is like quote unquote in lag, and I am not in lag when he is. So I would be in the advantage. I'm in center stage, and I'm in the advantage.
Are you talking about the frame we're on right now, or the trade?
No, the trade. Oh wait, were you asking about the frame that we're in right now?
No, I was asking about the trade.
Yeah.
But so what happened right before the trade?
He went to top plat again, and he didn't do anything.
Okay.
What did he do? I was in shield. I roll back, and then he falls with a dare, a bear. No, a dare, down air, a dare.
So I would label this as kind of a scramble.
Okay.
Situation.
Yeah, you're
it's
right.
not really neutral, right?
No. Yeah, I think
so
scramble is probably the best
You
word.
can't say neutral, and it's kind of a scramble, but you're both not really in that much lag.
Right.
So this is like kind of an awkward situation. So when you ask me, like, I don't know what to do with trades. Well, first, like, what's the context of the trade, right? That's what we're trying to figure out here. So now we know that in this scramble situation, and this makes perfect sense based on what we know about his Falco, is that he's probably going to attack, right?
Yeah.
And that's just based off the 3 stocks that we've seen. So you can glean a lot off of one game. Yeah, your bear was pretty good. Just also noticing the percent where if you trade, then it's like slightly in your favor because you have slightly less percent as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at 43, and then he gets knocked up to the plat. Okay. So that was a scramble. I don't know why I tried to do that stomp. I think maybe that stomp was try to catch like something out of shield, but
it was a weird one, I have to say.
Yeah, I don't know if that was entirely intentional. And then I immediately shield when I get right next to him because I know that didn't hit.
Yeah.
I roll out, and then I go to platform to try to get center stage back, and I fall with the bear.
Okay, you fall with the bear. Why did the bear hit?
Because
that was more of a neutral interaction, right?
Yeah.
I would say that's more of a neutral interaction. You have stage control, so that's how we would label this situation. So then let's break it down, or you can break it down. Why did that bear land?
Okay, so I do the first bear, and it falls. It hits a shield, but I'm fading out, so he can't get anything out of it. So I jump up. I want to see what he wants to do at a corner, and then I'm trying to land with another bear. So it's like, I think this is a timing mix-up that I tried, instead of just throwing out another bear, thinking that he's going to dash back even further, and I'm going to miss.
Okay.
Even though, if I would have put enough fade on that, that could have probably reached all the way to the corner. So this might not be necessarily the best choice. Because it led to, if he would have just kept dashing, I don't think he would have got hit. But yeah, he jumps, and that bear works. I do a dumb edge guard. It worked because he jumped out of the corner. He was dashing at me, and then he jumped.
I think this is a great bear for 2 reasons. One is that which way do you normally drift with your aerials?
I drift back.
Or in place.
Or in place, right? Yeah.
So which way did you drift this time?
I drift at him forward.
Right. So this is already a mix-up there. Just without even looking at his interaction and what he likes to do, we already know that this is different than what you normally do.
Right.
So that's good. Second of all, what does he like to do out of corner or out of, like, right when you reset to neutral, what does he like to do?
Sorry, repeat that.
Right after, like you guys get out of a scramble situation, it slightly resets. What does he like to do once he has the frames?
He likes to put a hitbox out,
Okay, he likes to put a hitbox out.
or he likes to jump.
He likes to jump. Okay.
Yeah, I would say those. Out of a scramble, at least like the
Can you
one
think
time.
of back? Yeah, that's good that you're referencing other positions here.
I can't really reference another time we were in a scramble. I just remember the one that we just talked about.
I see. Do you remember when you did a nair? This is so stupid that I'm just talking about, but I can't control the video, right? So when you did a nair and it didn't land in front of his, and you landed in front of him, and then you had to shield.
When I was in the corner right here,
Yeah, exactly.
or when I
So
landed
then
right here.
you landed right there, and then like around that time, he was in the corner twice, and what he did was dash back into an option. So normally he did dash back into nair.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And we also know that he likes to laser.
Right.
Right?
He
So
lasered out of
taking
the
that
corner.
into account, yeah, exactly. Taking that into account, he's either going to do dash back nair or laser. And if you jump and wait like that, then you're waiting out both his laser or his dash back. And then if you fade in with the bear, that's something that you haven't done before. And then he normally likes to approach off of his lasers. And if he did dash back nair, you would bear his nair and trade.
Right.
So now, this is why this is a great bear, because it is an informed option that beats the two most common options that he likes to do, like beats or trades, right? Because the bear could trade with a nair.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you understand how I arrived at that conclusion?
Yeah, because it was from previous scramble situations, which essentially that was. We
It's
already
like kind of a
know.
scramble situation, not really, but it's like you just reset after scramble situations.
Yeah. Because we already know that he likes to dash back and then try to aerial, or like try to dash back and like try to laser back in.
Yeah. So good job there.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, and then I miss this edge guard being dumb. I should never miss those, and I read the rollout, and then I get the grab.
So why did you do get up attack there?
I probably thought he's gonna just try to do the same thing that killed him on the first stock, where he just kind of went to ledge, but he didn't. He went to stage, and then I get a grab and just a roll in read to kill him.
Yeah. So this is great here because this shows that you are looking and thinking about what he's doing, because you're right. You referenced the first time that he went to the ledge, and you get attacked as up B.
Right.
However, at the same time, it's last stock, so if you miss, then maybe you die, and it's a little more crucial. So maybe you want to play it safer, but that's just on you. And then also, we also established that which way does he like to tech roll?
In.
Right, exactly.
I recognize that from the knee.
So those last two decisions you did right there, I think they were great. Like the double jump bear in, then the get up attack. That was an informed decision, even though it didn't work. And then you read his text roll. So beautiful stuff. That's how you won that last game, or that's how you won that last stock, I should say. But now I'm going to ask you the same question again: is how did you win this game?
So, okay, I made informed decisions about essentially his choices out of like certain situations.
Okay, what situations?
His out of scramble situations, and then how he wants to essentially close distance at half stage where he'll always fire a laser. And then I also used certain decisions like reads on his tech rolls, and then used more powerful options to beat those, or to read those.
Right. Because remember that one time you grabbed his tech roll in?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I can just need that. And this time you do need that. So
right.
That's why that was such a great play right there. But now I think FD is actually a pretty good pick by him.
Yeah, he fucks me up on this, I'm not gonna lie. he moves on me.
How did you get out of the corner last game?
Out of the corner, I would either try to go to platform and like go around him, or I just if it was like half stage, I would just aerial at him.
Right. So if he approached in, then you would go to the platform and you would just get out every single time.
Yeah.
That's something that I purposely did not comment on because you commented on it, and I wanted to see if you would like say it, and you
Okay.
did, so good job. But
I've learned.
yeah, that works so much when you would jump out of the corner
Yeah.
and go to use the platform to get out of the corner. Your rolls, on the other hand, they weren't amazing because he was pretty okay at keeping up the pressure.
Yeah. He would usually be like right next to me.
So now I'm guessing that this game you're gonna get cornered because your nairs are in place and he's gonna laser you, and then you're gonna be put in shield, and then you're not gonna be able to get out of the corner. And I'm guessing that's why he wins this game.
Uh, that is actually very correct because I remember being stuck in the corner a lot during this game.
So already you can see how like you can predict the flow of a match just based on, you know,
Yeah, just how the last
past,
one went.
yeah.
Because I won that last one, and it was by using those techniques to get out of his pressure.
Yeah. Which
Okay.
which actually played a big role, even though it seemed like, you know, it didn't earn you a hit, but it did earn you stage control every single time and got you out of that bad situation. And that bad situation came about because, well, why did it come about? Why would you say?
Sorry, wait, can you repeat that?
Were you put in the corner? Why were you put in shield in the corner?
Um, Pretty much just to shield his pressures of like aerials and like down tilts in.
But why are you in that situation in the first place where you have to shield?
Well, I guess because I was in the corner and he was applying that pressure.
Okay, now we're just going in circles.
Yeah,
So
no, I don't
you
know.
would nair or aerial in place or drift back with your aerial,
Right.
and then you'd have to
Right.
shield. So this is all boils down to you not drifting forward with your aerials.
Okay. And then we also came to that conclusion because he was able to apply that pressure knowing I was going to either aerial in place or drift back a little bit. Or do minimal drift, honestly.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to try to remember that then.
So let's see what happens this game. I'm looking forward to it.
So immediately in the corner. So I wave dash back.
What the hell? Oh, I see. Okay, so why did you get hit there? How did he start his combo?
I get hit with a laser, and then I wave dash back, and then he just catches my dash in.
Why did you dash in?
Because I knew I was in the corner, and I wanted to be out, but I had no platform to like safely go over. Yeah, I don't want to consider that my answer because we just talked about that, so I don't want to consider that my answer. But that's essentially what happened because like he was putting that hitbox out last game, and I was just shielding him every time. But this time I made the decision to run through.
Yeah, but I'm laughing because like, what did I say was gonna happen?
Oh, exactly that.
Like
exactly that. That happens so much in this game. I remember being stuck in the corner quite a bit.
So what could you have done instead?
I could have shielded, or before even wave dashing back, I could have just aerialed at him because that worked last game too. I could have, because these were the same lasers essentially.
Yeah.
This is the same half stage laser, and by the time I wave dash back, I could have recognized that I was just gonna throw myself at him. Boom, right here, instead of shielding that. So I jump. Why didn't I do anything?
Probably misinput or something.
Yeah, I feel like I should have back aired there. So that never works. I could have got a grab off that. And then it only works because... So I think he's going to laser again because it's that same range. But this time he fares, but it doesn't really work out for him. It's the same thing.
So let's look at the nairs you did that didn't hit.
Okay. So no fade.
Like,
That was
go back like 10 seconds.
So in place. In place. In place. And then that one's fully extended out.
I mean, what do you think? What do you think?
All of those could have been remedied by just putting more drift on that, or just getting something to get closer to him instead of just trying to do these in-place snares and never getting anything off of them.
And none of them were necessarily bad because you didn't get hit. Like, you still were able to dash back afterwards.
Yeah.
But if you can hit them, just hit them.
Right. Because, like, he wasn't really doing anything to block out, like, a nair in at that range.
Exactly. Like,
well,
do you know
he was
Falco's
throwing out those
common
up tilts.
versus nair?
Up tilt, definitely.
Yep. And what's the other one?
Up tilt and
He
then
doesn't
laser.
do it in this game. Not laser.
Not laser?
Your nair beats his laser. That's why you're doing it.
Oh, right. Yeah, what am I talking about? CC.
Are you happy or sad when Falco CC's your nair?
I'm definitely sad because I get shined.
Interesting. I that's interesting. I thought you would say you're very happy. Because normally if I try to CC Falco's nair, they just space it and then they get a grab.
Yeah. Yeah,
so I don't think CC is very good, and it also loses to approaching stomp and knee.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. The whole reason I said CC was more because like I have the idea that I'm just narrowing in and I don't care about like the spacing.
Oh, I see.
Which is definitely not something I should be doing. But yeah, no, if I space that nair, then it definitely wins. I guess. Does Dare beat nair?
No, you just it trades if they fade all the way in. But it's actually Bear. Bear is Falco's best answer versus Falcon.
Yeah.
Because even though Bear takes more frames in total to do the total action than up tilt, it's for one, it's out for more frames, so that's really good. Two, it's slightly bigger, more horizontal. And also, if the Falcon is approaching nair and they run into your Bear, then they're already DIing in, so it's much easier to hit the tech chase after you bear them.
Okay.
So this Falcon's been doing a lot more bear, and essentially how I play the matchup is I mix up lasering and bearing.
Right.
So even if you were like playing against this Falco who's mixing up laser and bear, then you would probably get wrecked a lot more because, for one, you should have been doing the actually you would have been getting wrecked less. Sorry, I shouldn't say that because if you're doing your non-drift in nairs and they do a bear, then you have slightly more stage. Because if you do dash up nair and you don't drift in, and they do bear in place, you have slightly more stage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you do dash up nair and they laser, then what happens?
I win that. If I do dash up nair? Oh wait, do you mean like dash up in place?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I lose that.
Right, exactly. So that's why the laser versus bear mix-up for Falco is so good. But at the same time, it's important to know when to do one more than the other.
Mm-hmm.
So versus you, I would be doing way more lasers because you're not approaching me that much.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. Anyway, where were we?
Got you.
Yeah, so you didn't fade in, that you let the laser happen. So you got a good lucky power shield. Maybe it was good, maybe it was lucky, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely lucky. That was definitely supposed to be shield stop.
Yeah. But then finally you do approaching there and you hit him.
Yeah. God, I'm so dumb. I don't. Oh man, there's like tutorials on how to like analyze, and I'm like, they all just keep going over my head until someone just walks me through it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
yeah,
I feel like that's how it would be for most people, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to learn from videos. I don't know how people do it. Okay. So I try to chase him down.
That's another like situation, I guess you could label.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna write that down too, because invincibility is pretty important.
And it's completely different from every other interaction in the game. Wow, there was 100,000 people watching X2C watch the debate.
Oh my god! Oh, I forgot the debate's going on. I'm so glad we're doing this instead of watching the debate. I'm not gonna lie. This is so much more healthy.
I know, right? That's a good word. Use.
All right. So my categories right now are invincibility from both sides, why something worked, where my opponent is, and what options do they have, and what happened before I got the hit or got hit. And then the questions I should be asking are, why did I get hit? Why did I get the hit? Why did I die? And then they all come together and look for similarities between those.
Good. So, I think you should just make a situations category, because invincibility is very different from what happened before I got the hit or got hit, right?
Right.
What happened before I got the hit or got hit? That's like a question you're asking yourself. Invincibility is a situation.
Okay.
So like the most common ones that I can think of that have come up are invincibility, corner, neutral, when you're cornered, scramble, side plat, top plat. That's edge guard. Yeah, that's 8 right there, and I
Right.
think that covers like most of melee.
That's kind of
So,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and sharking. That's another important one. Oh, and punish. So that's 10.
Would you really put sharking as a situation? I would put it almost as like own thing.
Yeah, I think I would, because the decision making in within the realm of sharking is, you take into account like very specific things, like fast fall, drift, double jump. If they have any resources in the air, like Marth has side B, Samus has down B. So I would take into account sharking.
Okay. So sharking, edgeguard, invincibility,
Punish, neutral.
neutral, scramble. Punish. So that was 6.
Can you think of the
Would
others?
disadvantage be a situation?
Um,
Or
I don't know
shield?
how I feel about the word disadvantage, because it can describe so many different things. Like,
Yeah.
disadvantage can describe when you're being sharked, when you're being edge guarded, when you're in the corner and you're getting pressured, when you're in the corner and you're not being pressured. There's just so many different things that it encompasses that I try to stay away from the word. But I kind of understand why some people like it, because they can just say, "Oh, it's disadvantage," and then it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in a bad spot."
Right.
So I think for analysis, it's not amazing, but for like talking about the game in a more general sense, like Falcon has bad disadvantage.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sheik has okay disadvantage. Falco has really good disadvantage. And you can use that term for talking about characters in a general sense, but for analysis, I'd stay away from it.
Okay. So for my situations, I put down sharking, edgeguard, invincibility, neutral, scramble, punish, and then I also put shielding and then platforms.
I'd stay away from shielding, because you could be shielding on a platform. You could be shielding in so many different places.
Facts.
So I would say, what about when you have stage control? Yeah, corner.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm watching your stream, so I see all your categories here.
Yeah, stage control is definitely a good one. So would you say neutral is definitely different from stage control?
Oh yeah, 5,000%.
Okay, just checking.
Because if you have stage control, remember back to like one of our first lessons, I think it was like, when you have stage control, which ways can you dash?
Oh right, yeah. You can do anything with stage control.
Yeah, you can dash forward, you can dash back, you can stay in place. But when you're in the corner, which ways can you dash?
Just in.
Yeah.
In and
Or
up.
waiting is
or stay in place.
Yeah, right.
So you only have 3 compared to the 4 or 5 that you have.
Unless you're playing Falco, and then you can go to the ledge and double laser, which I do because it's OP.
I feel like there's one more.
Yeah, I named 10. I'm trying to think of the 10th. I don't know. we'll come to it.
Would CC be a situation?
CC is a tool.
Okay. So shooting would also be a tool then?
Shooting? What?
Shielding.
Oh, shielding. Sure, yeah. Shielding
Okay.
is a tool.
Okay. All right, let's continue this VOD.
Okay.
I just
Weird
blacked out.
shields you're doing. I don't know why you're doing those shields. Maybe they're good. I don't know. So you do run up shield or something. Like yeah, wave that shield.
Yeah.
Shield, run up shield.
So he's catching me with that bear, and I'm jumping at a shield. Yeah, I jumped at a shield right here with the same bear, but this one missed because he just nared in place. So essentially, I try to do the same thing again, and I get backer shine for it. So I rolled right there, too.
Okay, why did you... Wait, here. Yeah, right there. Why did you run in?
Why would I run in right there? So I
Let me ask you a
believe
different question.
he just landed, right?
Okay.
So I'm assuming that he's going to have enough landing leg that I can run in and get a grab.
I see. Okay.
Is that what I try to do?
That's interesting that you say that, because I'm pretty sure you jumped.
Oh, yeah, no. Then I definitely do not have the right situation in mind.
It's right here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I jumped. So I think same thing where I thought with the landing leg, I just didn't choose the right option. I tried to jump instead.
But also, what does he like to do right after he gets out of... Right after he lands, right after he gets out of lag?
He's throwing out bears every time he lands.
Yeah. So, you know he's going to bear. So, if you're even slightly late, then you're going to eat a bear in your face.
Do you know what I don't like about the answer I just gave you? I did not think that was the right answer, and I don't know why.
What?
When you asked me, like, what is he doing every time he lands? I did not think bearing was the right answer. It was, like, the only thing. Because, like, I thought it was going to be... I guess so. But it feels like he's doing way more out of his lands than just bearing.
That is true, and I agree. But what is the theme of what he likes to do after he... Does he wait? Does he not wait? Does he...
No, he doesn't wait.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
so that's why I took bearing as an acceptable answer, because he just always attacks, or throws out a laser, or which if you throw out a laser, then that would be good on your part to approach there. But that's at a range where he's not going to laser because you're so close.
Right. Okay. Got you. So again, I put no drift on that bear, and I get up tilted for it.
You put drift on the first bear, and you almost hit him, so that was good. You drift in with that one.
Yeah,
so
that bear.
I actually like that one, even though it missed.
So essentially, just kind of gets a roll read right here, and then right here. Or a reaction, either one.
Yeah, it was a read, I think.
I roll, and then I roll out again, and then I try to dash in again. I try to dash in. I don't have that platform. I get stuck. Same thing happened as the first stock. He lasered. I get stuck, but this time it kills me.
I love analysis because it's like, wow, I'm such an idiot.
I know, right?
It's like, wow, I'm learning so much.
I know, right? Like, I'm learning a hell of a lot. What about you guys? How's chat doing? Is chat
Yeah, I'm
better be
curious
paying
about
attention.
what chat thinks as well.
The most recent messages are, "Give me your Falco notes." This is from my buddy Windmill, a Falco main. He says, "Give me your Falco notes. I need to make sure you can't beat me." Other than that, though, it's been pretty quiet.
Well, tell Windmill to mix up laser and bear, and or slight dashback, half dashback laser and bear, and to do normal getup on Falcon's recovery, and that will get him really far.
I'll tell him that. I think he pieced out, but yeah, I'll definitely tell him that. Oh shit! There we go. All right, let's get back to it. All right. So this time he just keeps dashing away from this. No, I up air. Never mind. And then I try to jab after that up air.
This is a good buffer roll.
Why did I do that? So I put a good amount of fade on this bear. Oh, no, I don't. I just do it in place. It just works, I guess. But he sees it.
You just like outspace him, then you fade in. He's crouch cancel, which is just a weird option. So it's like you don't have to worry about the situation.
Okay, so why did this knee work? Because I don't think I consciously knew that he was going to jump out of shield. I think I just threw it out.
Why did the first knee work, first of all?
Let's find out.
Because the second knee, it's important to look at the second knee, because that's what netted you the kill.
Right.
But at the same time, you're in that favorable situation because of the first knee. So that's why it's important to look at that one.
So I start off, and I'm in the air. I am, like, way above him. And either way, I don't think that... Well, maybe that laser would have worked. Yeah, no, I don't think that laser would have worked. So I'm falling with knee. It's like a light fade in. I'm not fading in as much as I could. But I'm falling with it, and I'm just putting out a hitbox to essentially make sure that he can't go in the center stage. And he jumps.
Which way did you drift on that?
On that knee, I drifted in, essentially.
Yeah. And why does that work?
Because he's running in at the same time. He ran and jumped in.
Right. So that was a good knee for you to drift in. First of all, we know that drifting in works pretty well against him just based on the last game. And then we also know that out of pressure situations, what does he like to do as soon as he gets any frames to do it?
He likes to act immediately.
Right, exactly. So that was two really good knees right there.
Okay.
For two different reasons.
Right, because one was drift in, and he couldn't get center stage back. And that one was... I got him for acting out way too early and not just holding shield or rolling. He could have rolled out of that and still got out. I did dumbass. Never do that side B. I don't know why I did that.
It loses to everything except for what he did, which was
except for what he did.
Not to insult him, but I mean I get hit by side B, so no one's immune.
Hold on. I just noticed something.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, the brain music is back on. So I try that again. I think I recognize that knee worked. Oh, also I drift in with an air and I get his up tilts.
Yeah, it was just good timing.
Yeah.
You like barely got a second up tilt.
Right.
But that's why I like Bear better as the Falco, because it lasts longer, and I think a Bear probably would have stuffed your nair there.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, I hit another nair right here. Okay. So I roll out instead of trying to dash out of the corner that time. See, I feel like that knee could have worked. I just didn't do it. I didn't put any like fade in at all. I just did it in place, and because he jumped out at the same time. Right.
You nair, you knee. Yeah, so
Yeah, I do that
like
double knee again.
I think the first knee was pretty good too because last time he tried to escape, right?
Right.
But then what is he probably going to do after you knee his shield?
Jump out again.
Right. So then how do you hit his jump?
I drift in with knee instead of just doing it in place.
Well, knee was a little slow there, so what would be faster?
Oh, either nair or up air.
Yeah.
Okay. So that time he shields my nair in. And then he catches my gentleman. Or my miss gentleman, I should say.
Yeah, there's tech error. It's like, whatever. Nothing to analyze. They're important to notice, but, you know,
Yeah.
nothing to analyze.
Also, I remember recognizing this. I knew he thought I was going to roll in right here, so I teched in place.
Nice.
But
and actually, it's
then
not just that you...
I'm dumb.
But I think it's pretty good for him to jump back there to cover your roll, your tech roll in, because also you like to roll in a lot.
Yeah.
So I can use that time where you're gonna tech in place or roll in to shoot a laser, and then I'm ready if you roll in. I'm ready if you tech in place, and I know if the laser hits your shield, you're probably gonna roll in because you've been doing that a lot.
Yeah.
So okay. I think the Falco should have lasered there instead of just tomahawking backwards, but yeah.
Who knows? He could have been like trying to do something too. Yeah, so I try to grab those up tilts, and then I don't recognize it fast enough, and I get shine for it. Okay, so I dash back, and then I full hop, and I put the slightest drift in on that bear, and it works. And then I kill him. Alright. Falcon's so fucking dumb, dude.
I know, sometimes you just destroy them. But yeah, he tried to jump out of hit stun there, which makes sense, because he's very active as a Falco.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a good knee, I think. It was informed.
How do I get this? So this time I don't roll in at a shield. And I think that's... Yeah, because I think that's why I did that dare.
Yeah, but also you don't really... You don't roll... You only roll for stage. So it makes sense that you're trying to reset there.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes way more sense. Because I just did it both times there, and it's like they're both trying to get into center.
Yeah. Barely out space for bear there. That was pretty good spacing by him.
Yeah, right there. Okay.
And right here too.
And I keep throwing out these dumb side Bs.
Well, he misinput down smash, so
yeah,
they're gonna do that.
And then, so I like what I did right there. I didn't go to ledge immediately. I kind of waited, and then I got onto it where I'm like, okay, anything at max length can now make it.
I agree, but I think that you do this every time you're in an edge guard situation, is you run around, you like wave dash around. Like last time you'd wave dash on the platform, and this time you're wave dashing on the ground.
Yeah.
But wave dashing takes 14 frames. That's a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to be able to just be ready with that bear or be ready with that ledge grab immediately.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can lock yourself out of the window where you can actually get to ledge.
Yeah.
So try to focus more about positioning yourself correctly rather than spamming movement when you have the time.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's definitely something I really should clear up. Okay. So I try to jump out of shield right there, and he catches me with a bear. And he knows I won't roll in because I'm only rolling in to get center. Okay.
You could have rolled in there, actually. instead of the bear.
Oh yeah, but like he knew I wasn't going to do that, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
if
maybe, I mean, I'm saying now, like in hindsight.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ah, a bad shield grab.
I saw that high bear, but he put a lot of fade back on it.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
always
like-
drifts in and then drifts out. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that was like I think I even like commented. I was like, that was a good bear.
all right. So before we go into this next game, what question am I going to ask you?
How did I win the last game?
Yeah. So
Or
I'm
how
going
did
to
I
go.
lose the last game?
How did you? Yeah, how did you lose? Right. So I'm going to go to the bathroom, and you can think on that.
Okay.
That's an interesting question. How often do you mix up Nair from ledge with up air and knee? I think for Falcon, you want to. It's not just about what move you mix up, but it's about what you mix up beyond that. So I would
Yeah.
mix up hack stashing, nair, or a move, right? Because all moves are essentially just attacks, right? So a nair or an attack, or ledge dash shield, or a ledge dash roll, and I think that'll get you pretty far if you mix up those 4 things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the reason I think I lost that is for one, he was catching me a lot, trying to do the same things out of the corner. I'd try to dash in, like I would try to just go to center stage for all costs. I wouldn't try to wait. So it would be like I would roll in, I would dash in, and then he would stop me.
Mm-hmm.
I was not throwing out nearly enough fade in, or fade in general, honestly, to counter a lot of what he was doing. I know there's something else.
I mean, that's like kind of what we talked about. So
Yeah.
makes sense that
But-
those are your takeaways. Although it's funny you say that because you actually did fade in a lot this game. You did do a lot of aggressive nairs this game.
Are you talking about this Pokemon one?
No, the FD game.
Yeah, but I think I think they started working when I first started doing them, but then he snuffed them out with like way better timed up tilts. Because I remember a lot of those actually losing to start losing to up tilts or like certain years.
Right.
So I think I also didn't recognize that quick enough, and I think that's probably what I was thinking about.
Right. So you like so in the first game you didn't really drift in that much, but in the second game you did like a lot of drifting in. So now maybe we'll see you mix it up and do a lot drifting in and some just run up nair in place.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This game starts off fine. The last stock is awful though. From like both sides, we live far too long.
Wow. So it's like high percent last stock.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That'll be fun to watch. But I also think for last game, his combo game was a little better on FD than it was on the platforms. He seemed to
Absolutely, yeah.
really mess up not really know well his combo trees on the platforms there. So I think that'll be a little neutral here on Pokemon for combo game because it's a little flatter, but there's also some platforms. So we'll see how that.
Yeah, because he also banned Dreamland, and I don't really trust FOD or Yoshi, so I was like, okay, we're gonna go here for space.
Although I would say that ideally Dreamland is best because he doesn't seem comfortable comboing, and at the same time, you did well when there were platforms in the corner.
Yeah, no, that's what I remember like getting to this point, and I was like, I hope he doesn't ban Dreamland, and he does, and I was like, fuck, all right, Pokemon I can do it on though.
Yeah, and he also, of course, likes to pressure a lot, so I Pokemon perfectly. Yeah, every Falcon would go Pokemon.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So he immediately like jumps off with something
All
with
right.
platform.
Actually, I forgot. Wait, before we do this, the first game you analyzed a bit, and then we went over that. The second
Okay.
game we did a little more together, right? So now
Yeah.
this game, what we're gonna do is do one of my favorite types of analysis.
All
It's
right.
prediction analysis.
Okay. Okay.
So you're gonna pause, and you have to be sure. You have to be really on your pauses here,
Yeah.
because we're not supposed to know what happens
Okay.
before it happens.
I'm gonna
So
keep my fucking
now,
hand right here then.
yeah, keep it on spacebar then. So now, what have we been practicing is using past situations to inform our decision making.
Okay.
So now we have to predict what to do versus the Falco based on what we think he's going to do.
Okay. So, I don't know. We should probably just skip this interaction because we both see.
Yeah,
what
we already
happens.
saw it. Yeah.
Okay. So I get that grab. This is more combo game. Okay, so I drop that.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna either get a follow up, but if I get out of it, I'm gonna dash away.
I mean, he's definitely just going to. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is an interesting one because how would you label this situation?
I am in the corner, quote unquote disadvantage,
Okay.
and I'm assuming he wants to throw something out. He's either gonna laser or he's gonna aerial. He's gonna do something to get right next to me or in my face.
Right. So
and I think
this is
I'm
like
his shield.
corner pressure kind of. You're being pressured here.
Right.
So yeah, those are great. So what do you think you should do?
So, in a perfect world, I think I would dash away and then try to call out or punish the lag that he's going to be in.
Okay.
But I think what I do is shield.
Okay. Let's see.
I do. I shield.
Yeah. So that's a weakness of this is that it's sometimes hard to tell how many frames you have, or how much time you have, because obviously right there you did not have enough time to dash away. You just got up. And you
Yeah.
shielded. And I also wasn't too sure. Like I could maybe see you dashing away, but I did not think you were going to be able to, because what does he like to approach with?
Lasers. Lasers and
Nair.
aerials. Yeah.
And those catch dash away much better than Dare does. So
right.
Yeah, you just shield here. So let's move on.
So he down tilts. I think I roll in. No, I nair.
I thought you were gonna nair.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Why so?
Because you had enough time to do that after his down tilt, and I know that you would recognize that. But if you're being pressured a little more, like if he's right on top of your shield, then you're more likely to roll.
Okay. Okay. So this is just punish.
Okay, good. This is perfect pause. What do you think?
So I'm dashing in. He is the other way. So I think I am in a perfect situation. I would run up and throw out an air. I would just jump right now and throw out an air.
Okay,
and
where would you space it on his shield, or would you like try to go deeper?
No, I would think that he is. Oh, actually, why would I ever throw out this nair? He's a bad nair.
Why do you think that?
Because he's turned around and he has both of his options like the fastest possible way. He can up tilt and
he's
bear.
just getting up out of hit stun, by the way. This is a normal getup.
Yeah, but isn't
So he has a few frames, but you know.
Yeah, but I still think he has enough to throw out either of these hitboxes and snuff this nair.
Okay, so what should you do?
Instead, I think I should dash dance toward him while taking ground, and then grab him.
I think that's a perfect option, except I would cut out the dash dance. I would probably just dash up, wave dash down, or I would dash up and then do instant double jump, or like short hop and then fade in.
Okay.
Because if you're dashing, that's a very specific. You have to time it like really well. But if you dash up, wave dash down, then you just act right after the wave dash down. Or if you dash up and then do instant double jump in the air, then you can just drift in.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
those options are much easier to execute.
Yeah, absolutely. I think those wave dashes in place are something I need to think about way more.
So we came up with a great solution here, but you're probably just going to nair in, right? Based on what we see.
Yeah, I think so.
And he's probably going to throw out a hitbox, right? So let's see.
No, I
Wow, that was interesting.
I
Okay,
don't know why I did that.
that was interesting.
Yeah, so he throws out a bear, so that would have lost. I would have lost my nair to it.
Yeah.
But I go up and I waveland off plat and then land with an up air. I guess maybe I thought that he was gonna try to throw something out, and I could throw that out to catch him.
Right.
Okay.
But what does he do? Does he ever approach after, um, getting out of the pressure situation or getting out of the tech situation?
I think he run ups or he lands and then shields, or like does like a little bit tiny run up and shields.
Um,
Yeah, kinda. He does
normally
spot dodge.
he does like bear or up tilt or like sometimes laser, but that was more in the first game. So I was like 100% certain he was gonna bear here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So your answer was like pretty good because you recognized he was gonna bear, but you could have punished it if you had done one of the options that we were talking about.
Yeah, and I didn't recognize those options. I kind of just assumed that I would lose that with my first given option that I'd say. Okay. So here we are. We're both in center stage.
Okay.
Um,
And you both just got out of hit stun.
right.
So it's a little awkward. Kind of scrambly maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, probably scrambled. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do a nair, and then not apply any fade, and then I think he's gonna get an opening off of it.
Why do you think he's gonna get an opening?
I think he's just gonna space around it and then come in with a nair or something, or he could
Why do you
laser,
think he's gonna space? Why do you think he's gonna wait?
because he always throws out an aerial, but he doesn't always apply a lot of fade to it. Like he applies just enough to like be out of range of the nair.
I think that he will bear if his back is turned, but since his front is turned, he's going to laser or he's going to nair in.
Okay.
I think his decision making is a lot based on the way he's turned, which
Mhm.
is why it's important for Falcon to do a slight half dash back before doing either turnaround laser or bear.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's see what you do.
So I nair and he shields.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
He just recognizes he doesn't have enough time. Let's watch it in real time though, because sometimes you can get caught up in the. Okay, so he shields. Ah, okay. So he just dropped his shield.
Oh
So
yeah, he did.
yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And then he bared to try to catch me crossing him up.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All
then
right, so let's just he combos you.
okay. So he just up tilted, and I'm landing with bear. I think that I'm not gonna apply any fade to this, and I think I'm gonna try to grab him. I think
Really? Wow,
yes,
that's a read right there.
it is a read,
Interesting.
but I don't think he's. I think he's either gonna try to up tilt a second time and not be quick enough, or I don't think he's gonna try to up tilt at all. I think he's either gonna try to do something to either put out like a hitbox, but it won't be fast enough because I'm gonna try to grab him.
I think he'll probably up tilt the second time.
Yeah.
Or punish with dare.
Oh,
Like
there would
cross
be.
with dare.
Yeah.
Cross with dare would be good, but I think he's gonna up tilt the second time or shield. Yeah.
Okay. I dash away. What am I doing?
Oh, yeah. So what
Oh
did he
shit!
do?
My bad.
What did he do?
So he up tilts and then he up tilts again. So you were right. Hey.
And that's because I saw that from the FD game. He did it twice.
Oh, I did not catch on to that.
Yeah, he did it that one time when your Nair ever so slightly like came in right after the second up tilt.
Right. Okay. So. Okay, so he's bearing, or I'm bearing, and he's wave dashing in.
Okay, so you kind of already committed here, so you can just like
Yeah.
you already know what's gonna happen. Alright, So edge guard, yeah. So obviously he's gonna side B.
And
I shouldn't say obviously, but
Yeah,
when he's further away from the stage, he up Bs, so he can up B
yeah.
high. But when he's like right there, he's more likely to side B, I think.
Right. And then I get that knee. All right.
All right, so instability. All right, now back to neutral.
So I'm naring in.
Yep.
So I get that.
Gentleman. Ah, it's unfortunate.
Okay. So I shield drop, and he up airs or up tilts. I mean, so he still knows. He still remembers, and I don't.
Well, do you remember when you shield dropped aired into his up tilt?
I think subconsciously I do, but like my hands are like, I'm gonna hit him now. Right?
No, but like right now, do you remember like?
Oh yeah. I remember him getting me a lot with that the first game.
Yeah, he got you twice with that. So as long as you know it now.
Okay. So I'm below him. He's above me. I don't think he's gonna drop with anything because I remember him not dropping with anything on the top plat of the first game.
Perfect, dude. I just popped off for you because I'm so glad you just remembered that. I completely agree. He's gonna drop and do nothing, and he's probably gonna up tilt or bear.
Yes. Yeah. No, I agree.
So what should you do to beat that?
I think I should dash away, and then stay in place until he lands to see what he'll do.
But if we know he's gonna up tilt or bear, then what should you do?
Oh, I'm just gonna punish the lag of that by like grabbing him or stomping him.
Okay.
Hold on, this song is going nuts. Give me like 1 sec.
This is a great song.
Goddamn. All right. So we think that he's gonna land an up tilt, and I should dare him. Given my past situations, I think I'm just gonna run away again.
I think, yeah, you're probably gonna run away, go to the platform.
Yeah.
I could see you naring in because you do enjoy doing that.
I've done that a couple times.
Yeah.
So he drops with bear.
Oh, he drops with the bear. Okay, that's interesting. Let's go back and watch that then, because that was surprising to us. Oh, I see. Okay.
So he kind of just followed me.
Yeah, he tried to follow you there, and he's never done that before, which is it's good that we're surprised because it's like our decision making was informed, but in this case, he did something completely different, right?
Yeah. Oh shit! Wait, do you see that?
What?
Check that out. Each one of these roll frames are 1 frame less than what's actually happening.
Oh, that is amazing!
That's sick.
What? I've never noticed that.
That is sick.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I love Pokemon.
That is insane. I've
Wow.
never... Dude, you just blew my mind.
Wow.
You just blew my mind.
Finally,
Oh my
I've
God.
done it to you.
Yeah. Wow.
I've never noticed that. Then again, the games are always moving way too fast for me to see.
Right, of course.
That's nuts, though.
That is too high level. Melee is too good.
Wow.
Wow.
That is incredible. Okay, back
That's
to it, though.
incredible.
Back to it, though.
Okay, so you roll like you normally do?
Yep.
We probably could have guessed that one.
Yeah, no, I was thinking there, too. I was like, knowing me, if I just saw this and I like just saw that power shield, I'm like, I'm rolling in.
Yeah. And same here, you roll again.
Yeah.
That time you nair out of the pressure. Okay, you like to do that as well.
What do I think I get up with? I think, seeing that he just F smash, I'm getting up with a nair.
Yeah.
Or I'm scared and I'm Ryu crabbing again. One of
I'm
those.
pretty sure those are the nair frames, but we'll see.
Ooh, maybe. Oh, I get up with knee. I'm bad. Yeah, and he edge guards me for it. Okay, so he's running to the corner. So I think once I get down here, I think I should nair in. Because I don't have much to lose from it. I guess a potential like losing of like stage position, but I'm probably still going to be invulnerable by the time this nair ends. So
Right.
I can probably get out. And I think if he knows that I'm going to do that, then he's going to go to plat.
What does he like to do normally? Okay, well, we
Yeah,
just
no, my
lied.
bad.
He likes to jump. He likes to pull out.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, full hop. That's what I was about to say
so
too.
well, that's good then. So you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you know it'll like, yeah, up air on his way down, or full hop up air his jump, or yeah, whatever. Moving on.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, perfect. This is a perfect
Yeah,
pause.
so I just rolled out. He just. So this is probably going to be a scramble situation because it looks like we're both suffering from end lag.
No, he has no lag.
Oh, he has no lag? Okay.
Yeah.
So I am suffering from end lag from my roll. I think I'm probably going to nair in place.
Yeah, you're probably gonna shield.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I can
can
see
nair.
that too.
I don't know. I just don't know how much time you have, but he's probably gonna approach, and you're probably going to shield if you
Honestly, it looks like
don't
still
kind
the
of.
earlier frame, so I think shielding is also a
Yeah,
good
you're probably
answer.
just gonna shield. He's probably gonna nair.
No, I up air out. Okay. And then I catch him with a full hop.
Wow, what a full hop there.
How did I do that? Maybe I saw this double jump, and I'm like, I'm going to try to catch him up here.
He does like to jump, but it's weird. Can you play that situation again?
Yeah.
Huh. I guess he did approach with that bear. Remember he followed
Yeah.
you?
Right.
So I guess it makes sense that you would try to go for his full hop. And it kind of works. You did hit him, although it's not very favorable. It looks like you're going to get shined.
Yeah. I don't. I roll out, but he did the shine anyways. So I roll in there. Even though it doesn't necessarily get me killed, I still rolled in. And that down smash could have been like him trying to follow me with a dare. I'm pausing this too late. Okay. So this looks like a nair animation. He's coming at me. I don't think I have time to recognize this at this point in the, like at this state in mind.
That's a great observation right there. That's a great observation.
Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna try to fall without doing anything, or I'm gonna like do like a falling nair on the plat to like try to cover space.
Okay. I mean, we've never seen this situation before, so you know yourself better than I do. But we have seen that the Falco, when he jumps, he does either recently he's been landing
with
aerials, or he'll just tomahawk. So I think you'll be fine if you just land on the platform.
Yeah. Of course, I don't do a good thing and I lam in the. All right, so we're
That's
both
weird.
in shield.
Can we watch that again?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to see the flow of the match because sometimes that helps. Okay, that was just weird. I don't really know how to talk about that interaction right there.
Well,
Like,
I guess
it's just weird.
no, yeah. Well, we were right that he did not land with anything. Right, he full hops and then he does not land with anything.
Yeah, because in this situation, he was probably looking to pressure you because that's what he's been doing with his full hops.
Right.
But he saw that you were in the air, so I guess that's why he pulled back. Yeah.
Okay. So I side B. I'm dumb. Works out though. Okay, so he catches my nair with a bear right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm at disadvantage. I don't think I'm gonna roll in. I think I'm gonna try a dash attack or get up attack him.
I have no clue what you're gonna do.
I think he's gonna come in.
Most likely, you're probably gonna roll in or do normal get up.
Yeah.
But well, I have no clue.
I missed attack.
Okay, you roll away.
So I roll in right there though. I go to platform again too. I feel like I've been going to plat a lot. And I've been doing that dropping up there.
It's an easy way to avoid laser, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's necessarily bad. I am doing it quite a bit though.
Yeah.
And both those I've been running off plat with a up air, and both times he shielded it. So I should know by now that that's not working.
Great observation. So what should you do instead?
I could just run off plat and then grab if he's just shielding, Or I could just shield
Yeah,
drop
that's a
through
pretty hard
it.
read though.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Or I could. Well, I don't know if it would solve anything, but I could try to jump off and like land with a nair or something.
sure, yeah. You for each situation you want to have different levels of how hard you read them. So like in this situation, maybe landing and spacing a nair, or maybe like grabbing is good to recognize the hardest punish, but up airing is like okay because you land really low with it.
Right.
So
Okay.
or maybe you can um, do a double jump and then fall, even though that doesn't seem very good.
Yeah. Some sort
Probably
of.
gonna nair. Um, or maybe you can just land a little earlier and then do your nair. Like it's just yeah. There's a lot of things you could do.
Well, here's the thing too. I think what I'm doing is. Oh, I'm not moving at all. But I did dash through, and that's why this grab works. So I
It
could
was
just stay in
yeah.
place instead of like trying to run through.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like do fade back nair on a shield or something.
Yeah. So that was kind of a lucky bear. I did not intend for
Right,
that to shield poke. It was supposed to be good on shield, but I did not want to, that quote
right,
unquote,
yeah,
not
yeah.
want it to shield poke.
It was good on shield,
And then
so
I
it was
get up
good. It was
attack.
a well done bear.
All right, so he's invulnerable. I'm on plat. My mind right now says dash the other way, because the closer I get to him, the worse it's gonna be.
Okay.
Uh,
What do you normally like to do when he's coming down?
I think right now I'm gonna try to shield or shield drop. I really
I'm
don't
not
know.
asking you what you're gonna do. I'm asking you what you normally do and what he normally does.
Um, oh, what he normally does? Ooh. I feel like he tries to fire lasers at me and get me
Okay.
like stuck.
Okay. So what do you do then?
He does fire laser, and then I jump, and it looks like I'm gonna fall through plat.
What would you ideally do versus him lasering?
When he's invulnerable.
Because if he had lasered and then he had done a full hop bear, you would have died.
Yeah.
So what should you ideally do versus that laser?
Probably shield it.
Yeah, just keep waiting on the platform probably,
Okay.
like with a light shield.
Yeah, because that was a very low laser.
Yeah. Which he didn't have to do. Actually, Falco, if he just presses B twice right from the spawn there, then he can do 2 lasers.
Oh,
But if he
yeah.
turns around, I think I told you this before, but if you go on the right side of Pokemon, then he has to turn around and he can't do 2 lasers.
Oh, yeah. I never knew that.
Yeah. So it's always better on Pokemon to go to the right side versus Falco when he's respawning.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. That's a nice little footnote.
Yeah, that's just a random, like, you would never know that unless you played him.
So he starts throwing out more bears and they catch my nairs way more.
Yeah, that's a great observation.
And then I think I die. Oh no, I shielded it. What was I doing?
You lost your wallet.
I definitely lost my wallet. Okay.
Wow, he went for it. I would expect him to go for that, so I think it would not be a bad decision for you to up air there.
Do you think that still would you wait? Do you think that would trade?
I think you could hit him, and maybe. Actually, he's at low percent.
Yeah.
Maybe you would spike him off the stage. That's what I'm trying to do.
If he was close enough, I definitely could.
Like
But
trade and then spike him with your up air because you're
yeah,
already at high percent, and he's a very aggressive Falco. So that's why I'm.
even if he gets back, I'd still be in like a position of advantage because I'd be coming down invulnerable when he's like already in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go. Wow, you win this game. Okay.
I do win this game by all what feels like sheer luck. But yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I fade back, and then I see he's on platform, and I try to up air him, which does work out. So I nair, and it does not look like I'm putting too much fade into it, and he's shielding.
Yeah, that's good because you're spacing it.
I think he's probably gonna try to shine out or like act out a shield really quickly, given like what we've seen from the whole set.
I don't think he's going to shine because he'll recognize that
That's too far away.
it's way too far. So I think he's more likely to full hop or even laser or roll in.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think so too. He's not
He
gonna
could
sit
also
there.
keep waiting. He could also keep waiting because he's done that before as well.
Right. Yeah. I don't think he's gonna sit there.
So versus those set of options, like maybe roll, maybe full hop, waiting, what do you think you should do? Now this is where you get the really interesting stuff because instead of just taking one single option, he's going to do this. We don't know what he's going to do. He could do any number of things. But for one, we know that he's not going to go back to the ledge, even though that's an option that I keep in my pocket because Falco can ledge dash or, laser, and it's a good mix-up.
Right.
But we know he might roll, full hop, laser, or wait. Maybe attack, but probably not because he only attacks when his back is turned with bear. So what do you think? How should you construct a game plan around those options?
I think right now I should try to run up and grab him because I feel like it beats waiting and jump out. It does not beat roll though. He's also in the corner, so it's like his only option to roll. Well, he could spot dodge. I always forget about spot dodge, but like he's not going back.
Right. So you can, okay, so grabbing is good because it's good against waiting, and it's okay versus laser, actually.
Oh, yeah, because laser takes a while to come out.
And if you can grab their full hop on time, but you're probably not going to.
No, yeah.
You did a pretty high nair there. But, yeah, so grabbing is good, so that's one thing we can use in our mix-up here. What else?
I could turn around and then try to space another bear. In case he waits. Okay. And then that would also catch a jump. And then I'd also be turned around for the correct way if he were to roll in.
Okay, sure. What about, why are you turning around if your nair is longer and you're already facing forward?
Because with my bear, I could put a bear, hit the top of his shield, and then still fade out to a point where he could not punish that. But like I said, I'd already be like turned around.
Right. Okay, so that would he would probably be able to full hop.
Right.
So I think he's able to full hop out of your bear option here and your grab. So how would you beat his full hop then? And potentially another option.
How could I be full hop and roll or full hop and wait? Oh man, I'm sorry. I might not know. My mind says like try to up air his full hop, but like that doesn't really cover anything else.
And you are almost right there. That is why Falco's full hop out of the corner is so good. So, yeah, so that's what we have just discovered here is that it's important for you to mix up full hop as Falco out of the corner. And if they're not doing that, then they are losing a lot of their options or their mix-up. They're going to lose, like, they're going to play an unfavorable mix-up every time. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you want to catch the full hop, you have to, like, short hop nair or short hop up air. But then they could roll, then they could wait, then they can... I mean, short hop nairing is actually good versus waiting and full hopping.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad we talked about that. Because now you know that full hopping is important for Falco out of the corner.
Yeah, I'll have to... That's like another one of those footnotes.
As part of a mix-up, you can't obviously do it every time.
Right.
Sounds like The Hobbit.
The Hobbit? This is actually Halo 3 ODST. Very, very good soundtrack. Okay. What do I think I do? I think I try to do some sort of shield pivot there.
Sure. What do you think you do based on the options you did in the match, though? Okay, well you played it. So.
Oh, I would think I did that bear because I've been trying to space those bears correctly on shield.
Yeah. Okay. What happened there? Why did you get hit?
So I jabbed. We'll just replay it all. I jabbed, and I believe he dashed out or rolled out. Okay, he rolled out, and then I got shined for it.
What if your jab was on purpose? It probably was.
I think so. You know what? No. You know why I did that jab?
Was it a nair?
I don't think it was actually a nair. I think it's because I've been doing nair into jab a lot especially the last game.
Yeah, you were, and that's good that you're analyzing or you're picking up on that. But when you nair into jab, you're actually from neutral, and then you nair in, and then you jab.
Right.
But this is a situation. This is completely different. Like, how would you label this situation?
Oh, this is I have him in the corner, so
right,
I have
exactly.
center stage.
So the same option can actually be misplaced if you use it in like different situations here.
Right.
Because like when we were thinking about his options and our options, jab is not one that we thought of.
That's true.
Because it really only covers, what does it cover? It covers him lasering, and even if you do jab his laser, then he can still roll.
Yeah, that's what he does too.
Yeah. So
and he shines me for it.
Yeah. This is why the prediction analysis is so important.
Yeah.
But we'll finish it and then we can get your thoughts on that.
Okay. So I nair in, and then I do that jab again. But that one was a nair in.
That one, yeah, exactly. That one was a little better, I think, because you're so close. And then I think it's important to mix up grabbing and jabbing there. And you pretty much have to, or else Falco's either going to shield or shine you or shield grab you.
Yeah.
So, like, you just have to commit there.
So I noticed that he dares up again, and it is consistent with him still trying to, like, act out of things. And I try to throw out knee, thinking that will hit.
Okay.
I think my right option was just to wait out this dare, because I don't think I could just wait out that dare and either just hit him with a knee or a bear. Either one is like pretty good for me, especially.
Oh, you mean move back and then hit him?
Yeah, move back, wave dash back, either one, just so he's like in lag.
Yeah. I think you have the right idea, but you also have to take into account that the last time he was in this similar situation, he jumped up and side B'd.
Ooh, did he? I actually did not notice that.
Yeah, he went off stage and then immediately jumped up inside B. Then you actually, I think you stomp need it. But
okay.
The
wait,
point
was that in Battlefield?
No, that was on this stage.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But the point is that he does aggressive options, and we already know that, right? So I think he's like, we've never seen this situation before where you're on the edge and you either like jab him or throw him off.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's fair to assume that he's either going to like jump side B or just jump dare.
Yeah. Okay. Nah,
and you see my thought process there, right?
Yeah.
Because whenever I'm talking, like, I want you to do most of the thinking, but at the same time, because like that's how you learn, right?
No, yeah, of course.
You have to be active, but at the same time, I want to show you how I think and arrive at conclusions, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah, because we've already we already know that he still wants to throw out options. He still wants to like get in whenever he's like anytime he's in disadvantage, he doesn't really take a lot of time to wait. He's always trying to like find his next opening. So like that's how we already know that he's probably gonna do something to get back on stage. Like so he's gonna commit to something to get back on stage.
Right.
Instead of passively just trying to find his way in.
Like shine stall into perfect ledge grab, which is what I would probably do. But different strokes for different folks.
All right, yeah. So I just get that knee.
All right, wait, stop. Okay, now what do you think your game plan should be going into this last stock? Based on what he's done in the set, what he's done in this game, what do you think? That's a big question.
Yeah. Cause like I want to say first off the bat, I'm like I want to use my drift more, but he's actually been doing a better job snuffing out like my drift in nairs because I think I've been doing them quite a bit. So I want to. I know he's always gonna try to be aggressive, so I think catching him in those areas where he's always committing to something is something I should be looking for. I should be focusing on what is he doing out of like hit stun. I think I should be trying to get closer to him and then doing fade in nairs instead of just fading nairs from across stage because a lot of those he's been snuffing out. Actually, no.
That's great. I love that.
No. I don't want to do that because the last time I did that nair, he immediately bared. Even though I did it pretty close and faded in, he bared me out of it. So I think he knows.
But if you move forward and then wait and then nair.
Yeah.
So.
And if he throws out something too early, I'll probably have time to like react to it, or I'll just be in shield. So I'm not too worried about that.
Okay, great. So, yeah. Anything else?
I also know a lot of the times when he full hops or when he's above me, he won't try to land with anything.
Right.
So I can try to.
In this game, he did try to land with something.
He did try to land with bear, right? Okay. There was another time.
So that's why it's hard because like there's so many situations that arise that they'll do different things in the same situation.
Right.
It's like, well, which one are they going to do now? Like, so that's why you have to come up with mixed up to a situation, not just one answer.
Okay. Yeah. So that's why we went over what we could do when he's in the corner.
Exactly.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Got you. So he shields that nair.
Yeah, he knew he didn't have time. He saw you jumped over. Well, this is just from his bad low lasers. He should do high lasers. Just tell him next time you play, tell him to do high lasers.
Okay.
Okay, lucky power shield.
Yeah.
More skillful power shield.
Nah, definitely lucky. I was not intending any of those. But yeah, he's jumping in and I'm landing with nair. I think he's probably going to jump in with dare.
Yeah, you're probably going to shield.
Yep. Oh, he lasered. So I get a bad phantom, but I still get the grab.
He runs away. Look at that. Wow. That is crazy. I can't believe he just ran away. That is because if we had tried to do a prediction on what he would do, run away? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like, no, he's not done that at all.
The most he's ever done is a dash back into an immediate forward approach. So the fact that he runs away, that's what blows my mind right here.
Well, it's probably because because this is potentially his last stock in the winner's bracket, right?
Oh, it's a bracket.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that's another great thing that you just picked up on is that last stock situation can influence people's decision making.
Right.
So but you realize why it's so like weird, right?
Because we've already cemented him as like he is the aggressive player who's always trying to find his hitboxes. He's always trying to like find his next way in, even out of disadvantage. So even because like this is so weird too, because this is like, hold on, I'm already in the disadvantage by like what I do right here. He runs away.
Yeah.
That's super fucking weird.
Yeah. I'm glad you agree because it shows that we've been observing what he does. Okay, so you get a grab. Okay, you pressure him. He side Bs. That makes sense because he always does it side B at that height.
So he rolled in twice there, and last time he was in the corner, he did roll in.
Okay.
And I think I had the right idea. I think I knew it, and I think that's why I tried to throw out that grab. I was just late on it. I did not expect him to roll again, though.
I guess if you look at his run away, it shows that he's trying to put space between you before throwing out a hitbox or a laser. So I guess
Right.
rolling away again makes sense if he's in that mental
Okay.
state.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. Because even right here, it looks like he's fading back. I also don't think I'm going to drop with anything. Because
Um,
I think I know he's too far for me to get anything off.
True. Although you have been doing a lot of fade in
That's true.
aerials, so
Yeah.
I can see you doing either.
Okay. We'll see what happens then. Yes, I fade him in there, and it does work. So he wasn't really too far away.
Yep.
I'm jumping.
Yeah, Falcon
He's
has amazing drift.
Yeah, he really does. I
People
love
don't talk
Falcon's
about
drift.
that really.
I nair in place, and then I get hit with a laser. So if I would have jumped in place, even if I naired in, I feel like that would have been way better than me just sitting there in place, because he's already in the corner.
Mm.
Maybe I'm trying to guess a rollout, but like, he's only been rolling out when I hit a shield.
Mm-hmm.
So just doing it out of like doing nothing, I don't think that makes a lot of sense.
Mm. I agree.
Okay.
Or knee in place. Yeah, nair would have been.
Yeah, nair would have been probably better.
Yeah.
He's bearing. I think I'm gonna bear.
Yeah, you have been doing this like slight dash out, fade in bear. So I think that's exactly what you do, and I think you're gonna hit him. Yep.
Oh, and I'm a dumbass.
Oh, you win this game?
It gets worse.
Okay, so you nair his approach. You roll in your two favorite options. Oh my gosh.
It gets bad, dude.
Okay, you do your. Oh, you shield. Okay, you're back to your nairs in place. Nair in place.
I fade in knee right there. I feel like I have not been doing a lot.
He rolls in, which he. Yeah, you haven't been doing a lot of those. That's true. So you could have killed him. You could have just stomped his roll.
Yeah.
He rolled him a lot.
Absolutely. Oh, I do stomp him.
Oh well, you know what? Oh my gosh. I mean, sometimes it's hard to analyze.
Yeah.
You guys are playing. Oh my gosh, you could have killed him there.
Oh no! You know what happened there? I remember saying that too. I was so pissed. I had him dead, and I missed my jump input. I tried to do it too early, and I think I was just nervous.
Nice.
Because that's why I did just dash in.
Okay, so you just waited on the platform there, which you've never done. Okay, you get bear. Jeez. 155. You're almost dead. You don't have to jump. He's really trying to go for that down. You bear him. Wow.
That kills him.
Jeez. Wow.
Yep, that was the end of it.
All right, well, I'm gonna go take a shit, and you can think about this and tell me what you think of like analysis, what you've learned, any questions you have, and like also what you think of that last analysis we did, like the prediction analysis.
Yeah.
And also, I love answering melee questions. So if anyone in the chat has any questions, I'd love to answer this. So I'll be back.
This is a smart guy too. So if you do have any questions, I highly recommend it. This is the guy I've been learning so much from. I see you 8 viewers in chat. You guys don't have questions? Ooh, I'm gonna be mad. Looking right at you guys. Alice, you tell me who won the debate in your mind? Was the debate as bad as the first one? Oh no, dude. Oh no. Biden probably did better. Oh word. Kind of surprising actually. I thought Trump would have like adapted or some shit. Kelly, I've started fucking. Yeah, Trump is stuck in 2016. You know, I just think Mango's stuck in 2005. You know. Yeah, Kelly, this shit. And this is all thanks to Mamba too. I would be so lost trying to do this. Falcon punches to win. Imagine. Nah, Grand Falcon, you know I have my oath that I never Falcon punch. Okay. Yeah, no. That entire sentence is Trump versus Biden. Debates don't matter. That's facts. You need to sleep? Is milk and cookie? Yeah, no, have a good night, brother. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in for so long. Oh, no. I believe you. I believe you've been getting a lot of Falcon punches. If they work, I support them. If they don't work, though, I might have to bring up some old Trump doesn't have good footsies. I might have to start embarrassing Falcons by bringing up their old high school pictures. Biden got fundies. No, yeah, Grand Falcon, we're all in agreement. We do not like any of these guys. Spamming loans, fishing. Look at this. 9 viewers. 9 viewers at 12. Who says Doug doesn't peak at 1 a.m.? Not me. Drop's going for backdoor shine, but just gets drop zone need instead. Alright, it's time for the Halo Reach soundtrack. $10, I think, is literally the limit. If it's not 10, it has to be 11. I know you can CC it at 0. Like, true CC. Yeah, definitely. I don't know that perfectly, but it's absolutely, like, the limit has to be 10 or 11. If it goes over, I question the person telling me that. Yo, Kelly, if you're still here, how's GN doing lately? Ooh, I can't change the soundtrack anymore. Banger alert just came on. Dude, True CC is broken. Okay, I see say... I don't think True CC is amazing. I think if your opponent knows, and not necessarily just knows, but like they see and they react to it, I think you're instantly in a disadvantage. Because it's essentially the same thing to shielding, except for you can act out of it faster. Which it is better. You still take damage. I think it is better. But like, if you're CCing a lot in a situation, Falcon especially can just like space so well between that. A lot of characters can, but Falcon especially can like space so well in between that and or just beat it out. Every character does have the CC destroyer, which is grab too, except for against like Puff, but I think that's still character specific. Oh, absolutely. It's strong. I think it's just like it's an option, and like it's an option in like complete opposite of itself, where I think it's very bad if opponents know, but it's very good if opponents don't. Right? Very easy to be punished, but like very high risk, high reward. IMO.
What's up? What's up?
Oh, sorry. We were discussing how good we think CC is.
Oh, word for which character?
I think we're just talking about it in general, and I say, I think it's very good, but if your opponent knows, you're like instant in disadvantage. Especially against like Falcon, because like Falcon has like so many options to beat it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's pretty bad versus Falcon. Except with Cheek, it's okay if you're playing Cheek.
That's why I think it's high risk. Cause Crashers, how you doing, brother? Oh, you were at 7%. Got you. That's more believable. But okay. So start a run SmackDown set. Nah, dude, I'm learning right now. I don't know if I can do that. I'm grinding the brain right now. We're in there.
All right. So, what do you think? What are your thoughts on everything?
So let's start by the first question, and that was.
Sure. I kind of forgot what I asked you, but yeah.
I believe that was like, what did I pick up most about this?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. Bring up my document. I think that was pretty much those three things, and then the similarities is like, because I never understood how to look for similarities without like fucking destroying my brain before the first game even ends, because that's what I think happened that first time, where I was trying to like look for everything, and they at the end,
okay.
when we got to the end of it, like I was like pausing way less because I wasn't watching, and like I immediately burnt myself out.
I see.
And then like kind of narrowing it down to like, where am I getting hit? How am I getting hit? How did I get that hit? Like, how did I die? Is like way more simple, because then I know I can just look for similarities for that.
Mm-hmm.
And like those similarities, even if he's throwing out options, I eventually will pick up just from like either osmosis or just from like them hitting me just enough times, right?
I see. And it's like a lot easier to pick up on patterns within the match if you have those categories within your frame of analysis. So I'm glad that you have those now, because I kind of thought that you knew about those, but that's like a really important part of analysis that no one really talks about, because you have to label situations. And so we have those labels now, right?
Yeah.
I can't see the document on your stream, but I assume.
Yeah, I can bring that up real quick. Here it is. Okay. So here it is. This is pretty much everything new that we wrote down. Right here. So all of this. Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think absolutely the thing I should be taking away is the questions I should be asking. Why did I get hit? Why did I get the hit? And then why did I die? And then look for the similarities.
Perfect. Great.
Throw up some.
I think patterns is maybe a better word.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I think patterns is probably a better word than similarities.
Patterns? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll change it to that. Okay. And then we have the situations. This is also very important, because this also helps me like differentiate what like between like a scramble or like a neutral, right? Because like if you were to talk to a player, scramble would be in neutral, but like they're really two completely different things. Because a neutral is like you have either all or like just a couple missing options, right? Stage control is you've actively like taken away options from your opponent. Platforms are kind of the same thing, but it like depends like where like each character is, I think. But that's why I think it's like its own thing. Right. Edge guarding is like super. You've taken away a lot of options.
Oh right. This is what the 9th and 10th was. I separate side platform and top platform. Those are different things.
Okay, I'll write those down then. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's really smart. I know I didn't put top flat. It's fine. My brain is dead. But yeah. So that's about that. What else? And then kind of adding to the categories. Invincibility. I could take that away again. The categories are kind of the same in the questions I should be asking, I feel like. So I don't know. I might just delete those.
Which ones?
The categories right here.
Oh yeah, sure.
So it's like why something worked, which is the same as like why did I get the hit. Where my opponent is and what options they have, I think that could be thrown into situations. Because I think that's what that like what's that? Yeah, I think that's what's that asking, is what situation are they in? And then what happened before I got the hit, or I got hit, which is essentially the same thing as like, why did I get hit?
Why did the hit occur?
Yeah, why did the hit occur? Which is, I think, like the same thing I'll be looking at next time I VOD review. Also, would you like to do this like every week? Just like a VOD every week?
That would be fun.
I'd be so down. Because
That would
like,
be really fun.
I know for a fact that like, I'm not a good enough learner to just do this once and then be like, okay, I got it all, right? Like, I think
yeah, no one is.
Yeah, this is gonna take some repetition, and I'm super down to do this like every week.
Awesome.
Because I'm trying
Honestly,
to enter
it would be more fun if chat asked me more melee questions. So.
We could definitely do that like earlier. I'm sure. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Like, if more people were like awake and they didn't just watch the debate and shit, they'd probably be way more active.
No, that's a good point.
But yeah. So I think that's like where they are. I think like chat would also asking more questions. I would just have to like tweet it out.
That'd be cool.
I'd be super down for that.
Great. I mean, you're the one that has to provide the sets, so.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm entering a tournament every week. So,
oh, really?
Yeah,
really,
I at least get 2 sets, which is more than enough to work with.
You're gonna get more than 2 sets, I imagine.
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. And then I remember you also asked me, do I understand the point on why we did the prediction analysis? Which I think I do. I'm pretty sure we did that to essentially try to use the rest of the knowledge that we had from the previous 2 games, try to predict what he did, and understand why our options work and like what options we have in each situation, other than just watching something and then going over why it worked or not. We can make those predictions and see if we're right or wrong.
Right. It forces you to be more active in the process of analysis.
Right.
And it's okay. And it also actually forces you to learn situational awareness a little better. Because if you can predict the situation better, then you can predict what's going to happen better within the situation.
Yeah. No, definitely.
And it's good to do like narration analysis, which is like where everyone starts really, and that's what you were doing in the first game.
Okay.
But yeah, analysis is all about informed decision making.
Yeah.
So that's what we're practicing here.
But I definitely do think I understand why we did that. I think this is like also super helpful too, because like whenever you said like prediction analysis, I had like no idea where to start for that, because like I kind of was like still a little bit clueless about like analyzation. I understood some of it, but like doing it myself, I was trying to watch far too much. And it's not necessarily that I shouldn't be watching everything. It's morely just like I should be watching everything, but like only asking myself certain questions.
That's a better way of putting it, yeah. Because there's like a billion jillion factors that go into every interaction, every melee match, but there's only 1, 2, 3 important things.
Yeah. Yeah, that was holy shit. How much? That was about 2 hours. Like
2.5 hours.
2.5
started
hours.
At 9:30.
Yeah, we started at 9:30, and then I was also streaming for about like 45 minutes before that.
Jeez, dude.
Before my stream went down, but
Damn.
Goddamn. So we're in there right now, And
You are in there.
I'm also gonna I'm gonna snip out the parts that we VOD reviewed on, and then I'm gonna upload them to YouTube. So like I will always know that they're there, or at least I'll have them in like video form.
What do you wait? You're gonna snip out what parts?
So I'm gonna download this stream, and then I'm gonna
Oh,
record
I
the
see.
part where we like did the analysis,
Right, right, right.
and then essentially upload them to YouTube, just so
Cool.
like Twitch doesn't like delete them. If I ever need to like go back and watch and be
Right.
what were we looking for right here, I could
Yeah.
easily do that.
Awesome.
But yeah, no. Would you like to play some Melee for a bit?
Yes, I would. Dude.
Absolutely. All right, let's see if I can imply some of these.
Yeah, I'll play Falcon.
Sick. Okay, actually, let me take like a 5-minute break. I'm gonna go like wash my hands, get a water, change some stuff around real quick. I will be right back though. I'll leave the Halo Reach music on. Get the scene going. There we go. There we go. All right. All right, guys. Be right back.